What's
What's
going
going
on?
on, you? Oh, you?
You got
I
you
thought I
got
was
it.
in the gym. All right, man.
Oh, this for you. This for you. Start it off, man.
All right, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy AJ Scoop. We back with another video. I got my boy Rel in the cut today. So what's up, Rel?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Love when we get together and make these vids, man. I'm gonna keep on saying it, man. We need to bring boxing back, and I think it's coming back sooner than later, man. I think we going back into like a nice, feel me, era of boxing. But feel me, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like our vids, comment if you enjoying the content. We also post content on Instagram, TikTok, and X. So make sure y'all following us over there too to see all our latest content and updates on what we're gonna do.
Yeah, we also have a special announcement today as well. I am doing a giveaway, chat, for the people that is tuned into this video. I am doing a giveaway. I'm giving away
Nice.
these two Everlast 16-ounce gloves, freshly, never used before. Check
So
our Instagram and all our platforms for more details if you want to enter and win. Today we have an interesting topic. Ro, what we talk about today though?
yeah, so obviously we all know the Ring 3 card is coming up. It's another Riyadh season event. On July the 12th, this upcoming Saturday, man. It's a lot of great boxing events. Obviously you have Shiraz and Berlinga as the big card. We have Abuela versus Matias for one of the undercards. We have David Morrell coming back after his David Benavidez fight, trying to see what he could do. And then what we're going to be talking about today, man, the Shakur Stevenson versus the William Zepeda fight. It's a lot of going on with this fight, and this is even though like it's not the main or the top is not the headline.
It
It's
should
getting
be.
out. It should be though. It should be, and we talked
It
about that
should.
on a previous episode. We don't know how this fight isn't getting the top spot and why it's not the last fight of the night, but we'll discuss that for another day, man. Shakur versus Zepeda. Turkey has some plans for this fight, so for this fight, the ring size will be reduced for like as the rounds go on. So it's gonna start at 20 feet. Then by the end of the fight, it's gonna be 18 by 18. Now they're calling it a shrinking ring. It's intended to promote more action. Apparently Turkey doesn't like the Tom and Jerry stuff and people quote unquote running and not putting on the best fights for fans. Before we even get into that part, what is your opinion about William? What is your opinion about Shakur? And then how do you think the fight will go?
Well, I think Williams a tremendous fighter. I like his style, pressure type fighter. But I also like Shakur's style. He's basically to me like defensive wise the new Floyd. He doesn't get hit, and I just feel like Shakur has a tailor made style for a fighter like Williams Zepeda. Like Zepeda's a good fighter. Don't get me wrong, but I just feel like when it comes to these kind of fights, it's levels. And Shakur to me is like a once in a lifetime kind of fighter. So I think Shakur is gonna stop him. And people, I feel like this is where Shakur gets his respect. And I feel like the reason why he'll stop him though is because of the styles. Like you got Cepeda that's gonna be coming forward nonstop for 12 rounds. We know this. Also, like you were saying earlier, the ring is gonna get smaller, so he's gonna have no choice but to come and press forward and come. And you feel me? And I just feel like Shakur is just so good at his defense and his angles. It's gonna be a stoppage, bro. I honestly think it's gonna be a body shot. Like I just feel like
Mm,
Shakur defense is he has the best defense in boxing, bro. I'm sorry. Like you
okay.
guys can hate on him all y'all want, but you kind of gotta respect him. He's the least hit in boxing, so it's a reason why he's up in that number, the number one least hit boxer in boxing today. So I gotta go Shakur by stoppage, probably round 8, 9,
Okay,
maybe
so
10.
while some view the shrinkage ring as like a positive move to create like a more action-packed fight, others, including like some commentators and boxing fans, see it as an attempt to put at a disadvantage for Shakur. Do you think that is what's happening right here? Do you think that is what Turkey is trying to do?
I don't think that's what Turkey's trying to do. I just think Turkey is he's listening to the outsiders as far as like Because if I'm being real with you, bro, Turkey doesn't really know that much about boxing. Now he knows big names, but I don't think he. I think he's just a man with a whole bunch of money that wants to see some entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like I just think he wants to be entertained. I guess you could say, and I feel like he has like an interest in boxing. But I feel like it's disrespectful to be doing that. To be honest, like
Mm,
boxing has been around for who knows how long before this guy probably even thought about boxing.
mm.
And now you're trying to adjust basically what you're adjusting the rules. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to, I think it's supposed to be 16 by 16 is like the smallest ring or something like that.
Yep.
Whatever it is. And it's like you're making the ring shrink. So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how I feel. I don't think Turkey's trying to sabotage Shakur because Shakur's been on a couple of his cards
Yep.
already. So I don't think it has to do with that. I just think he just wants to see an action-packed kind of fight, which I feel like is kind of crazy. It's kind of disrespectful to a fighter like Shakur. And if I was Shakur, I'd be kind of heated. But I think Shakur is going to make a statement by stopping him.
I think Shakur will too, but so you don't see like any type of disadvantage or like anything like that because also
No.
are we getting this for any other fight? Like this
Now
is
that is it's true. Are we going to get this for any
like
kind of fight?
because why
Because
is it
if
only
not,
for this fight? This is kind of crazy that you're trying to do this with strictly a Shakur fight. Now I understand, and we talked about this on another episode as well. I do believe Shakur, some hate is validated. Some hate he gets though I just don't agree with, and he is one of the most disliked fighters right now. Even though in my opinion, he's my favorite fighter, and he's one of the best fighters. You know, not even trying to be biased. I do believe Shakur is that talented. I do think that defensively he can compete with anybody. He has already a crazy highlight reel defensively. Like you could already put him in a Pernell Whitaker talks, the Floyd Mayweather talks. Like obviously it's early into his career, but he's shown that he's literally the least hit boxer right now. So he's obviously doing something right. Now, if all the other fights on this card, shrinking rings and stuff like that, that's cool. And you're gonna start doing that at all of your events, that's cool. It better not be just for this event
yeah, that's
though.
sabotaging at that point.
Yeah, I feel like that's corny.
Because
That's
we know
nutty.
Shakur is going to use his movement in the ring. He's going to move around, and we know Zepeda's going to do nothing but come forward. So it's like, in a sense, that when you put it like that, it might just be sabotaging. And now that I think about it, I
You know
mean,
what I'm saying? Like, I just want to know if we're going to get this in next fights and fights afterwards and, stuff like that. Because you got to be able to change the rings and change the ropes now and change the rest. Like, I guess all that matters now instead of the fight.
we
Like,
in some. This is a video game, bro. This shit is a video
yeah,
game,
you feel me? Like, I don't like him, so I'm going to make
bro.
sure
Said the ring
he's
will
fighting like
shrink.
this. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was
Yo,
crazy to me, bro.
you've never heard of nothing like this either. I know
I've
you haven't.
never, I've
I've
never
never
heard
heard about,
anything like this.
especially at the elite level.
The elite level.
Like these guys
This
are
is a world
the best in the
championship fight.
world.
This is a
Yeah,
world championship fight.
that's crazy.
This is a world championship
This
fight.
shit is gonna go down in history. I swear it is.
This isn't like some 6 round bout that's not gonna go on for a long time. This literally could change lives and change careers, and this is what we
And
want to
kill
do, man.
someone.
Yes.
People die in the ring. 12 boxers die a year in the ring. 12 boxers. 12 boxers a year die in the ring. So it's like he's trying to, I guess you could say, add to that percentage, I guess, with this little ring thing. But I don't think it's gonna affect Shakur, bro. I feel like Shakur is so defensively sound, bro. But then again, it's like it only takes one punch to end a fight, though.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're just trying. Like now that I think about it, it's like they trying to help Zepeda in any kind of way. Now that I look at it, you know what I'm saying. But good fighters, they find a way, and I just really feel wholeheartedly that Shakur is gonna find a way to get through in this fight.
Yeah, I just think this will add to Shakur's legacy.
Absolutely.
This is a fight. I think that for Shakur, he has to win because I think number one, all eyes will be here, but number two, you got Turkey with these crazy surprises and talking all this Tom and Jerry stuff specifically when pertaining to Shakur. Like, if Shakur can come through here and get a stoppage or even like a dominant 12-round unanimous decision win, I think that would do wonders for his career. Because right now, he's not getting the best spotlight. His last 2 fights, he's kind of been fighting, some journeymen. So people haven't been respecting him. I think he needs to show up and show out for this, honestly.
Absolutely. I mean, Shakur is one of the fighters that can do that though. So I believe wholeheartedly he can. Now the tie-in, like how you said about these guys, some of these guys been pulling out, some of these guys been nobodies. One of the guys that pulled out was Kid Austin. And
Yeah.
Kid Austin also was on the card when he fought Tevin Farmer. Can we talk about that? Like
Mm.
I feel like Kid Austin did a great job. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of surprised me. Like
Yep.
I put some money on Tev, man. I'm not gonna lie, and I lost. I
I
lost
did too.
bad. I
I
lost in
did
the
too.
first minute of the first round. I was hurt. I got a call from Rel. Rel like, yo, it's over, bro. I said what? He said, bro, the fight's over. I said, well, how, how long did it go? He said, bro, it's the first round. I said, it's the first round. He said, yeah,
Bro.
bro, first round, first minute. I said, oh my goodness. I said, I
Bro.
lost my ticket that fast? Is you serious? I'm
I've
like, okay.
never lost for $50 so fast in my life.
I'm like,
I've never lost
I had to go back and
$50.
rewatch it though. I watched it and I said, yo, Kid Austin can crack. He got some power. But I feel like Tev was just showing way like he got over his head a little, like you know what I'm saying? Like he didn't. You gotta understand, right? As a veteran, you gotta understand these young, hungry lions. They're still dangerous. Like even if they don't got the IQ that you got in the ring generalship and this and they got power. They're
Yep.
young. They talented. So you got to beat them kind of at their own game with your IQ and your spots and your movement. And I feel like Ted went there with just like, yo, I'm gonna dominate this. This is a kid. Like he never been on this level, and that was his downfall. Kid went right up in that joint like, all right, like I'm gonna hit him. You feel me? I'm gonna punch him. Like I'm not here
Yeah.
to do all. I'm
You
here to win
keep
just how
calling me
you
a
here.
kid and you look like an old head.
Yeah, you feel me? And boot, one shot. Next thing you know, Tev's on shaky legs. And I also feel like Tev got up too fast. When you
Yep.
hurt, like when you hurt as a vet, you got to take your time. Like when you really know you hurt. Now, if you not hurt, that's different. You pop right up. You
Tev was
understand?
embarrassed, bro. He wasn't
Yeah,
supposed to get dropped within the first 40 seconds, bro. He was like, okay, well, let me try to get up. Let me try to shake it
yeah,
off. That was the worst thing he could have did. He
yeah.
was hurt after 30 seconds of the fight, and it was over 30 seconds later. Like I said, I gave my boy a call. No. Let me go back like 5 minutes before, because I called him 5 minutes before after it happened, right? Literally, I got my bag of chips. Let's go. About to be a nice fight card. Sit down, just sat
Yeah.
down. Let's get ready to rumble. You feel me? And the bell rings. I literally pop my bag of chips. The fight is over, bro. When I feel that, all right, bro, the fight is over. I'm just,
Yo, real rap though.
my
Like,
face is like this the whole time.
bro, when I tell you my ticket was over in a matter of seconds, I said, yo,
Seconds,
I
bro.
only bet on Tev and Jake. Those are the only two people I bet on. I said, yo, I know Jake can land 15 punches around from round 6 to 9. I know he could do that. He could do that. But with Tab and Kid, I was a little shaky, but I just thought Tab, like, the vet in him and the
The vet
IQ
in
and him.
him,
I'm like,
and then
yo,
the pre-fight confidence. I was riding with his confidence, bro.
he
He thought,
popping, he in his face.
bro,
He like,
he's so,
yeah.
this gonna be easy. You ain't never been on his level. You a young boy. I've been doing this for years. I've been at the highest peak. I've been doing this, that, and the third. Bro, none of that mattered that 1 minute. None of that mattered,
Tab is
bro.
my boy too, bro. That one hurt. I ain't gonna lie.
It
Tab, my
did,
boy.
bro. I didn't want to see that.
But
I didn't want to see
you
that.
know what I want to see now though?
What you
Kid
want to
versus
say?
Abdullah.
Kid versus Abdullah?
Yeah, they leaked the sparring. I don't know if you seen it. They leaked it.
Not seeing it.
Abdullah was giving him the belt.
I'm not too much.
Belt.
I'm not too much into the sparring guy though. It's different. No lights, no
It is. It
pressure,
is. Okay, it
no
is.
no people. You feel me? And we don't know. You know what? Also, a sparring. Some people could just be working on one thing that day. You
True.
know what I'm saying? Like he could have
But
just been working on.
Kid lied. He said he was dominating him on the interview with Najee on Cigar Talk. He said, oh, I dominated him, and Abdullah actually told the truth because Abdullah was questioned by Najee, and Najee was like, Abdullah was like, yeah, we only sparred one round. He got right out. So Abdullah was telling the truth. Kid lied. Kid said
Hey
he was
man,
dominating him for rounds.
as we know, this is the kid. The kid could be a liar sometimes. This is the second lie he's told. But when he's in that ring and the pressure's on,
He
he's been turning
performed.
it up. And
Yeah,
then
he
Oscar
performed.
Bob started getting him some big fights. He under the right promotion team too. It's the
Mm-hmm.
perfect kind of fighter. He's only 22. Hey man, I think the future can at least be bright. I think he'll get some losses, but I think he'll be one of those dudes throughout his career where he's a solid opponent for anyone. Like
I compare him to like Sean Porter.
it's never gonna be easy fight. Yep, never gonna be easy.
But he'll possibly be a world champion, maybe
No,
two-time world champion.
absolutely, he's that
But
good. He's
it's
good,
like
but I don't
it's
think he's.
other fighters that yeah, like a Sean Porter, like literally like a kind of Sean Porter kind of guy, like tough, rugged. He's gonna you gonna have a long night now, but it's like when you get against these guys, these top guys, we don't know how to go.
Mm-hmm.
Like that right there. But for the ring card, right? I wanted to ask you on like the just real quick for the main event, right? Why do you feel like Turkey made Edgar and Shiraz the main event and not Shakur and Zapata? Why do you feel like? What do you feel like made that decision right?
Well, after this shrinkage of the ring, catastrophe and all this bull crap, I have to think that, like I said, I do think some hate is warranted for Shakur, but Shakur is one of the most hated fighters right now. I don't think Turkey likes him. I don't think Riyadh season likes him. I don't think a lot of boxing fans like him, especially right now. You know what I'm saying? And I think that played a big factor because Shakur Stevenson is more than likely a bigger name than Berlinga, unless you strictly know Berlinga from Canelo. You will only know Berlinga if you know Canelo. Like that's the only reason
Literally
you know.
though, literally.
Like, and that did make Berlinga a big name. And I don't want to say he's bad and he's not that good because he still has potential. He's still in his 20s. He can make a big name for himself. But Shakur, he's already a 3-time champion. He's accomplished a lot in this boxing game. And for the disrespect he still continues to get, man, I do think it's crazy. And he couldn't get the top fight on this card is insane, especially against the Williams Zapata, who's also a young fighter, who's also coming off big wins against solid opponents. Like, I don't know. I don't get it.
To me, Shakur's pound for pound. How would you not put a pound for pound guy, as the main event when Edgar did not even had a world title? Kind of disrespectful, if you ask me. So I agree with that. I think Turkey, I feel like he wants more for the other guy than him. I guess you could say. And I don't know why. I don't know why Shakur get hate. Maybe it's the way he posts on social media.
That's what I'm saying. I can agree. I'm a Shakur fan. Too much social media. It is too much.
Yeah, I think it's that.
He got too much Twitter fingers. He definitely do. And
it's like you gotta understand. You can't silence every critic.
Yeah, that's Shakur problem. That's Shakur problem. But he needs to take the Floyd approach to just embrace the hate. I think Haney did a way better job of embracing the hate. And Haney is kind of to the point now where he's kind of like Floyd. Like, people would definitely rather want to see Haney than Shakur. And the reason why is some people are here to watch me win. Some people are here to watch me lose.
But they all gonna pay.
They all watching. You feel
they
what
all
I'm
gonna pay to watch.
Haney is at that certain level, and that's why I really like Haney, but I really like Shakur too. And I want to see Shakur get to that same level, man. I think Shakur.
Absolutely.
I think one more thing. Should Shakur have took the fight with Haney for the 75-25 split? Because if he takes that fight and wins it, then he's the biggest thing on the planet.
Let me ask you a question though.
He wanted the fight to become a mega fight, and that's why he didn't take the bread.
So, do you think Devin Haney is bigger than Shakur?
Bigger or better?
Bigger.
Yeah.
Okay. And I feel like that's probably why Devin felt like 75-25. Now, Shakur probably thinks he's just as big because he done accomplished damn near the same stuff except for Undisputed.
Yeah. Especially at the time, too. This is 2 years ago, too. So, before Haney. This is before Haney beat Regis and went to 140.
Yeah, so
you feel me?
I feel like Shakur probably was thinking nigga, I'm on the same level as you. Like, what are you talking about? We came up in the same ranks. Nigga, I'm the same person you is. You ain't bigger than me, and I'm not bigger than you. So I feel like Shakur probably was looking for that 50-50, but I'm glad it didn't happen because I feel like it's gonna build and it's gonna be a super fight.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I might have would have wanted it at that time. Don't get me wrong. But now, that's gonna be a big fight.
The only thing with that is Haney is just the naturally bigger guy out of all the kings. So he's already at 147. Shakur and Tank still at 135.
Yeah,
I'm getting less and less like I'm seeing less way that those fights can happen. I think Tank versus Shakur will happen, but Haney versus Shakur, Haney versus Tank, I think is going to be a little more difficult where Haney
I
just
think.
continue to fight in trying to beat the best people, but
Yeah,
also moving up in weight. Because Haney's still the youngest too. He's still growing into his man body. He's
Haney's
only
about to
20.
fight Brian Norman.
Yes.
Brian Norman,
And
big shit.
yes. You feel what I'm saying? And I think and
Yeah,
I respect Haney for that though. You
yeah.
feel me? And I really do. So I hope those fights happen, but it's becoming less likely for me.
But it's still possible because you got to remember, right? Floyd came up to 154 to fight Oscar De La Hoya in 10-ounce gloves.
Yeah.
And skills pay the bills at the end of the day. And I believe Shakur got more skills than Devin. I just feel like Devin is the most disciplined out of all the kings. Like, he listens to his corner the most and follows game plan and stays disciplined. I feel like that's why Devin's so great. So who knows? We could possibly ever see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's possible. So who knows?
100%. But this is a great conversation, man. Shakur talk, we need to have more of it, man.
Yeah,
Cause
I
we
gotta
got
stop hating on my boy, man. Let him get his tweets off. You know, sometimes us light skinned niggas, we be in our feelings and shit. but you got respect. He's a world champion, three weight world champ.
yes,
You know what
sir.
I'm saying? Shakur gonna be Shakur. Like he's
Yeah,
entitled to feel how he feels. So y'all gotta chill on my board, man. Y'all gotta relax. But tune in
yeah,
July
man.
12th, I think it is, right? July
Yes,
12th
sir.
at Louis Armstrong Stadium. I will be. I'm gonna be in Rome, but I'm gonna be watching that fight. I promise. I might give y'all actually a live stream of me like watching that joint. To be honest, make sure
Okay,
y'all stay
that's gonna
tuned.
be tough. Yep.
Make sure y'all stay tuned. And like I said in the beginning of the video, I do have a giveaway going on, guys. So check our Instagram for details on the giveaway. You could be a winner of 16-ounce Everlast gloves. So please tune into that. Hit the description and let us know also in the comments what y'all want to see next. Got anything, bro?
Yes, sir, man. Just want to say, continue to watch us and support, man. We love doing this for y'all. This is all for y'all, man. We just like talking boxing. We bringing it to y'all. This is our regular day conversation. We just having it on camera, man. So if y'all liking this stuff, man, make sure y'all show us some love, man. Share with friends, like the video, comment. That all helps us out, man. Let us know what y'all want to see us do next, man. We out of here.